the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Here's a man who definitely didn't throw away his shot.
Not throwing away my shot.
Welcome to MsMojo's Top 5 Facts. In this installment, we're counting down the top 5 facts about actor, composer, writer, and rapper Lin-Manuel Miranda. Warning, after this video, prepare to be as obsessed with him as the rest of the world.
I'm fresh off a long run performing in my musical Hamilton. Which fortunately is one of the biggest hits ever on Broadway, so that means most of you watching at home have no idea who I am.
Number 5. He's done a lot of small writing projects, some not so small.
And now in the movie, in this one sequence, is music that Lin-Manuel Miranda and I wrote in Star Wars. And we've never discussed this before, so...
I did not know this.
You might kill me for revealing this.
Most know that Miranda wrote and starred in a musical about American founding father Alexander Hamilton called Hamilton. One of the many similarities Lin shares with Hamilton is his tendency to write a lot. When Miranda's father was a New York political consultant, Miranda Sr. snagged his son a job writing jingles for former Governor Eliot Spitzer's 2006 campaign. Closer to his Broadway home, Lin co-wrote that killer Tony Awards opener in 2013. Got an Emmy for it? No big deal. He also co-wrote Jabba Flow, a new cantina song for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, sung in Jabba the Hutt's native language. Fun fact, it's basically a Huttese version of Shaggy's It Wasn't Me.
But she got me on the counter, wasn't me. Saw me kissing on the sofa, wasn't me.
This man can do everything.
One talent that is just weirdly God-given is I can win anything out of a claw machine. In an arcade.
Really?
No, the arcade claw machine.
You're good with, like, the claws?
Yeah, my, hand-eye, I don't know, it's, really good.
Wow!
Number 4. He's about to be in all things Disney.
Just look out the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for?
July 9th, 2016 was the last night of Lin-Manuel's run as Hamilton on Broadway. But being who he is, of course he wasn't going to take a break. The creative genius is in incredibly high demand. But since Lin's quite the Disney fan, he's diving headfirst into projects for the Mouse House. In addition to his collaboration with J.J. Abrams for The Force Awakens, he's attached to 3 other Disney projects so far. He co-wrote the music for 2016's Moana, is going to work with Alan Menken on a live-action The Little Mermaid due in 2017, and has an acting role in the Mary Poppins sequel due in 2018. We're sure he doesn't mind the Disney collaborations. He did name his son Sebastian after all.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake.
Number 3. His heritage is a constant inspiration.
The fact that Hamilton left the Caribbean to come to New York to get his education, I always tell people, I'm just playing my dad in the show. Down to the hair.
Lin loves to stay close to his roots. Though Miranda was born and raised in New York City, the rest of his family hails from Puerto Rico, where he spent a month a year visiting his grandparents.
And I ran the slushy machine, and it was this vibrant town, even as a kid.
The idea of an immigrant making a name for himself in a new country was an important one for Lin-Manuel, as he could see his father doing that very thing. And so it was that side of Alexander Hamilton's life he wanted to highlight.
You say no sweat. We're finally on the field. We've had quite a run.
Immigrants,
We get the job done.
In fact, Miranda's earlier Broadway show In the Heights was about life in the Latino neighborhood Washington Heights, where Miranda himself grew up. Today, in between composing music and raising a family, he still finds time to act as an advocate for his people, and uses his celebrity as a platform to raise awareness about the debt crisis currently plaguing Puerto Rico.
Convincing Congress Puerto Rico matters, so their heart is in the fight for relief. Not a bailout, just relief. A belief that you can pass legislation to ease our grief.
Number 2. He's guest starred on some of your favorite shows.
There was a motel on this spot though, right? The Haven Air?
I don't know.
Guy.
Though Lin-Manuel often works behind the scenes writing and composing for his many projects, there are times when he's been right under our noses without us even realizing it. He's rapped his way onto How I Met Your Mother and even found a way to rhyme stuff with Canada.
But Canada, damn it, ask any man on the planet and watch his stammer and stamina as they clamor and cram it into the middle of a sentence for a shot at repentance. Pass the problem on to all their non-rhyming descendants.
On House, he was his regular excitable self, though of course House was not having any of it.
Ow! Here's a brick. House.
He even made a minor appearance on Sesame Street, for which he also composed some music and lyrics.
Whoa!
Wow!
Where's it at? The beach, the beach. That's a habitat, that's a habitat.
And as you can expect, his Saturday Night Live episode was nothing short of hilarious.
Call me Shucky, you were all in luck. They call me Mr. Triple Threat because I can dance and that's why I'm always the lead. The parents all come to see me. I was the Phantom and I was Sweeney and Sweeney.
With his recent rise to fame after all the praise for Hamilton, you're sure to notice him popping up even more when you least expect it.
She's still full from the bad doggy treat. But there you have it, the good doggy, bad doggy training system.
Number 1. He almost has a PEGOT.
I used to dream about this moment, now I'm in it. Tell the conductor to hold the baton a minute.
For those unaware, when you've won all 5 of the following awards, a Pulitzer, an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, you have a PEGOT. Pretty impressive, right? Only composers Richard Rodgers and Marvin Hamlisch hold the honor. Until now. Almost. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who began his career as a high school English teacher, never could have dreamed it, but he's currently 1 award away from the illustrious PEGOT. He just needs an Oscar to join their ranks. And we don't want to jinx it, but with his Disney credits on the horizon, he may just be able to pull it off.
It's just sort of a vote of confidence from the universe and your peers. These are all people in the music industry. These are all people in the business of making music.
But hey, Lin's no stranger to breaking records, since Hamilton was nominated for a whopping 16 Tonys in 2016.
And love is 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 love cannot be killed or swept aside.
With the MacArthur Genius Award under his belt to boot, he could boast a Mac PEGOT. Who else can claim that?
You're hosting Saturday Night Live.
I know!
Are you geeking out?
I'm freaking out. I'm like you. I taped every episode as a kid.
So obsessed yet?
And I'm just so proud of you. I don't even know you, but I'm so proud of you. I just love you.
Are you off to listen to the Hamilton soundtrack right now? For more young, scrappy, and hungry top 10s and non-stop top 5s, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
I am a little more excited.
He is the best.